Morning Discord, morning YouTube. Let's get into it. Okay, so on the Nvidia earnings, we had a big spike up in the pre-market. We're looking for continuation. Excuse me, we had a big spike up in after hours. We're looking for continuation in the pre-market. All right, let's see if we grab liquidity off the 20. We're gonna look to see for a rejection off the 20, or if we break, retest, reject off the 20. Okay, let's let these early candles play out. We're gonna let 1 or 2 cycles play through. They're not moving the market at all right now, so just give it a second. We'll be patient. We're just gonna wait for movement. There's nothing for me to say. So we're just gonna wait for some movement and then we're gonna do our analysis. So we'll be patient today. Okay, I don't think I've ever seen the market just not move at all. What's going on here? There's just no movement whatsoever. I keep checking to see if the computer froze. Alright, so we just see a lot of rejection here. So at some point, you know, this means liquidity. So at some point, when this little area breaks, it's gonna move. See all the rejection wicks, rejection wicks, rejection. Yeah, let's let them battle it out. We want to see if we're going to target the 20. If we can get above 73, 72. So on the 30, we have the big momentum candle. So let's look to see if we get 2 red candles before the continuation up. They're building it up. This is like a snake coiling. This is the snake coiling right here. Okay, there's been no movement, so there's nothing for me to do here. So we're just being patient. We're gonna wait for some movement. I know it's a little bit boring right now, but it's like that sometimes. So basically what we're looking for, we want to see if we touch the 20 MAs at 76.52. We want to see if we touch the 20 and grab liquidity to continue up. If we get a break, retest, and reject off the 20, this will be our safety call entries. We're also looking out for the rejection off the 20, which would be something like that, and then we'll see if we'll start doing this. So that's our game plan. So we want to wait till we get above the 20. We want to wait for the 20. That's what we want to do. And if the 20 is not going to be a factor today, then we need more time, more data, so we can generate some algos. So let's just be patient today. You see nothing's happening right now, so we just got to give it time. I'll be right back. You see how the cycles are getting all messed up on the 1 minute? We gotta let this liquidity settle out. We're still above the water. That's the most important thing. We're above the water, right? So that means we're in an uptrend, but we already knew that, but we're in an uptrend. So we're above the water. Just remember that. Let's check the higher time frame. Higher time frame, let's see what we got. Above the water, about to start our maybe weak bear cycle on the 5 minute. We got room for the up on the 1 minute. excuse me, on the 30 minute. We got some room to hit that 20 on the 30 minute. Remember, we're above the water. The orange has the strength. The orange line has the strength. And now you're thinking, am I too late? Am I too late for it? Just be patient. If you're looking for calls, wait till we get above the 20. Break, retest, reject above the 20. If you're looking for puts, let's see how we react if we make it up to the 20. Let's see if we get 2 reds and a green. Look, if you're looking for any plays, it's going to be, this is what the answer is: a break, retest, reject of the 20 for calls. And then for puts, we have it marked out on the 5. If you're looking for safety, just wait till you get above the 20. Simple. You don't have to sit here and stress. Wait till you get above the 20. If it doesn't happen, then you don't lose anything. So just wait for it to get above the 20, or we gotta wait for it to get somewhere down here. This price action is going to be tricky today. Trade light. This price action is going to be weird. At least for this morning. At least for the morning session. We gotta let this awkward trading get out of the system. So just be patient today. So even though we had good earnings from Nvidia and we're expecting the market to rally after that, if we don't see a setup that we like, we're not forced to take a trade, right? Unless you see the setup you like, you don't have to take a trade. So let's just be patient today. I'm getting rid of this magenta, by the way. All right, look, I just want to point something out. At the 9:49 candle, I told everyone, watch out for the 2 red candles, and then followed up by a green one. And then right after I said that, or maybe before, I said, and there's gonna be people that still think it's too late. Anyways, I just did that to show you that when you think it's late, it's not really, it's not late. You think you're entering late, but you're not. You're still in the movement, right? You're still in the magenta. So you're not late on the move. You're in the move. Remember I said it right here. I was like, look, there's going to be people who think it's too late anyway. Rewind the tape. And I told you, look out for 2 red and followed by a green for the push up. And you think it's going to be too late after we already said we're most likely going to hit. So this is the point I'm trying to get across, right? Discord, listen. You know, this is all based off probabilities. And if you didn't know, now you know. Usually, not 100%, and it doesn't mean you're going to touch it exactly, but the MAs, the moving averages, they have a lot of liquidity. So the price likes to gravitate towards that. So it's not crazy to think that your price at some point is going to want to test that liquidity. That's not crazy. So if you took a trade on that play, you know, let's say you lost, no one's going to look at you like crazy, right? Because that is a rational, reasonable play or action to take. So even if it did lose, you know, you can't be mad at yourself because you're going to be like, well, that's what everyone should have done at that point because we know the liquidity is on the 20. So once you start getting comfortable with these concepts, like when you understand, you'll know like, okay, this is just a little dance. It has to do this dance. It has to do the dance. Right? So we want to look for a break, a retest, and a reject, right? So we got the break, the retest, and the reject right here. All right, look at the money we printed. You got to protect this trade. You got to protect this trade. Now, at this point, you need to start working on your exits. Working on your exit strategy, right? This is what you need to start working on at this point here. Start studying how the market breathes, how it reacts. Look at the distance of the MACD with the legs and how it reacts to certain areas or to certain drawdowns or pullbacks. You know, even though, you know, you have to understand that even though the legs are, maybe they look like they're coming together, you got to get the confirmation. Just wait till they cross. Just wait till they cross. But also, don't be greedy. Take your money. Because, you know, we don't know where the orders are, right? We're going off probabilities. So take your money, don't be greedy. I'll be right back. Don't overtrade. All right, let's see if we get a weak bear cycle here. Now, by the way, at this turnaround here, I had this path drawn you know, obviously way before, but you know, I had it over here slightly. You know, I just moved it over just a little bit. It was at the exact level. That was an accident. I didn't know that was gonna happen. So that's not like yeah, no special power here. I just figured. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is I guessed that it was gonna turn around at this level. I didn't actually know. That's what I was trying to say. Okay, look, let's be patient. Above the 20, below the 5, right? We don't, because look at the trading plan, right? We don't want to get stuck between the 5 and the 20, just chopping in between. Well, actually we do. That wouldn't be a bad idea. Let's just let a couple cycles go by. It'll be easier in a little bit. Just give it some time. If you haven't taken any trades, good. Wait a little bit. It'll happen. Just be patient. It'll happen. Trust me. Just wait. I'll tell you when. I'll start highlighting stuff. When it's about to get a lot easier, I'm going to announce it. I'll tell you, it's about to get a lot easier from here. So just be patient. You know, we still have our same rules applying, right? We had this initial move on the break, retest, reject. So if you're able to get something off of that, great. Now we want to see if we're going to get this rejection, a break, retest, reject on the underside. Now again, I know I had these paths drawn in advance. That was luck. I didn't know that was going to happen. We're almost there. We just need another few minutes. Another few minutes and it'll start to get easier. Just give me a little bit of time. If you're taking this shoulder, you got to protect your trade because you're fighting the trend, right? We're fighting an uptrend, so you got to protect your trade if you're taking this shoulder right here. All right, let's test to see if blue's going to be our down. We want to see if we're going to build in magenta and then break blue. I think we're in between green and blue right now, so we need to see who's gonna win. I'm interested to see if we break above green, if we break, retest, and reject off the top of green. We're in kind of a weird in between green and blue, I believe. So it might be building green and break blue. I know that's weird, but it might be. So yeah, because this market's just kind of chopping sideways. So let's wait for our triggers, right? Above the 20, and then on the 5 we have our 5 entry. All right, we're gonna test to see if it's gonna be building purple and break yellow. We're just testing it. This might be a fake out for the dance to the upside. All right, let's see if we can get a weak bear cycle for continuation out. You gotta protect this trade if you took yellow. Oh man, it's gonna give us resistance right at the top of the lick box. Let's see if we can bust through. We need to have like a big push up, like a big momentum candle to break this lick box. Safety calls, break, retest, reject to 20. Puts, I have it highlighted on the 5. Looks like we're in blue until we're not. Blue or green, I'm not. It's in between blue and green. That just stopped me out right here. I just got stopped out. Okay, gonna look for the next setup. Yeah, if the price action is gonna stay like this, I'm not gonna. I'll take one more, and then I'll probably call it. I'll still be here charting, but I just don't like the price action. Not every day is a trading day. So I believe we are green. I guess we're in green. Yeah, this yellow just took me out. So I'm gonna take my time now. I'm gonna be a little more cautious. I'm gonna wait for above the 20 or below this red. That's what I'm gonna do. I don't like the price action today. I believe we're in this green. So I think this green has all the liquidity. I'll highlight it for you. Yeah, this one took me out right here. I went in here, didn't protect I got a late fill, didn't protect the trade. I put it underneath this wick right here and stopped out on this. Oh, so I highlighted this green just to show you what I was talking about. We gotta test it. We gotta test it first. We really haven't been able to test much. Man, I'm surprised that yellow didn't hit. Probably secondary liquidity there. Now I may have been a little too conservative with the stop. I used this low instead of this one or this one. This one would have been the last low really, but I wasn't willing to eat up all that drawdown, so I did the one I was comfortable with. And it's fine because the next setup's around the corner, so if the next one doesn't work out, then I'm gonna call it for the day, because I don't like, it's rare to take 2 losses in a row, and if I do, then it's just, today's not the day. So I'm gonna let this green figure itself out. So we're gonna see if green's gonna be our down. I still haven't given up on yellow. I just think secondary liquidity caught us. So I'm gonna be a little more cautious now. I mean, I was cautious before. Shit happens. But now we really need to focus, so I want to focus in on this green. So I'm going to be patient. Either we're going to get above the 20 or we're going to chop in this green. Either one of those things is going to happen. So I still haven't given up on this yellow. So maybe we need an 84% rule. We're going to find out. The market's going to tell us. It's just that we're stuck between yellow, green, and blue right now. So since we're stuck between these, we need to see who's gonna win. So it's fine. It's gonna get easier from here, watch. It's gonna get way easier from here. Because we might have this wedge right here, right? You see it? So we're gonna be patient this time. We're gonna let some more data come in to give us our sniper entry. It'll happen. Just give it time. I'm not worried. Now, if I never took a loss, if I didn't take a loss, then you gotta worry. That's not realistic. But we're gonna see if we can turn that into the dub for the day. So I'm just gonna be patient here. I'm gonna see if this little wedge is gonna work out for us. I think we usually like when the wedge plays out. I just need to see if it's gonna be green or blue. We want to see the dance before they head out. You want to see the little dance right here, or maybe over here. You want to give it a little pop before it heads out. So I like the rejection on green because that tells me the liquidity is in green. So that's good. All right, protect your trade now. Look, I told you it was gonna happen. Do not panic. I told you, I took the loss right here. No big deal. I know exactly what to do. I highlighted this for you. This is a 3. I highlighted this as a 3. Look at the money we just printed. Look at the money. There it is. Oh man, I'm not even feeling too well today, but I feel a little bit better now. Look at the money we just printed. You better believe I went heavy on this. You better believe I went heavy. And now we're green for the day. I told you, it's damn near impossible to be wrong twice in a row. I told you, it happened. Everything I told you was gonna happen, happened. Everything. You don't have to panic. You don't need to panic. We got this. Just don't overstay your welcome, right? You see how the market is. Just don't overstay your welcome. Protect your money. Protect your trade. Give it a little bit of room to breathe. Look at the money we're printing right now. Oh man, it took us a little bit. That little loss earlier, it hurt, but it's okay. And look, even if you didn't recover all your loss yet, you know, because whenever I get focused like that, I double up. Whenever, you know, if you do take a loss and then, you know, you stick with the strategy, at least if you stick with it, you can minimize or mitigate the amount of loss, right? So let's say you're down 100, you take a good trade, you're only down 25 at the end of the day. That, you know, that's better than down 100, right? Look at the money we just printed. Everyone lose faith for a second? Look, if I take a loss, that's when I get focused. That's when I was like, not today. You know, I know my day's coming. It's not going to be today, though. Look at the money we just printed. Okay, I feel better now. Oh my goodness. Work on your exit strategy. Our entries are stellar. Our entries are stellar. Work on your exit. You can't win them all, right? You're not going to win them all. And then if you understand how to leverage, for example, you know, I did my normal contract size here. I got stopped out. And I'm actually glad I didn't do the full stop, right? I did halfway the stop out. I played a little conservative here, which I'm glad I did. And then I doubled up on this green. So we're green for the day. You have to understand the strategy. It's hard to be wrong twice in a row. We're about to print again. Let's print. Let's go. Drop it again. I dare you. Look at the money. If you're interested in learning how to trade with us, send me an email, LiveSPYTrading@gmail.com. I'll get you sorted out. There it is. DJ, DC, Dre Day. What's up with all the D's? Ryan, look at us. We made it. Look at the money. We made it. Oh my goodness. Look at the money. Look, this is a 3. When's the last time I put a 3? I was determined. I was like, oh, hell no. Y'all stopped me out. No, you didn't. Look at the money. Oh my goodness. Look, we're still in this purple. You know, that's what I told you. I still have faith in this yellow, and I believe we're in the green. And I told you right before, let the dance happen. This is exactly what we wanted. I need everyone in the Discord to remember what just happened on this green, right? This dance right here. You want the dance. Look at the money we're printing. If you're sitting on YouTube and you're interested in learning how to trade with us, send me an email. You don't have to trade alone. You don't have to trade alone. We do this every day. Exactly the key level. Oh man. So look, with the exit strategy, so our entry on green, our exit, you're either taking your MACD, which is you still got some room on that, your purple, or your key level, right? This is all in lesson 8. All of it is in lesson 8. You don't have to get them. You don't have to get all the 100%. You don't have to get 100% wins. That's why I told you. I took a loss. I'm not worried. Not worried because You guys don't understand. I've spent a lot of time and effort making sure that this strategy is as profitable as humanly possible. I've taken a lot of time and effort to make sure this happens. If you want the break and retest, wait for the break and retest. Nothing wrong with that. Okay. Good trade. Good trade. I took half out on key level. I'm gonna maybe take other half out on, or I took a third out on key level. I'm gonna take my other third out on break of purple, and then I'm gonna hold some runners. I'm gonna hold my last third for runners. Wherever you see my dotted line is my next stop out, so. See if we can get another bite at the apple back at key level, 71.14. And then I'll move my secondary runners down there if we get underneath it. My feet are sweaty. 3K7. My feet are sweaty. Oh man. Okay. Second bite at the apple. There it is. So I have a hybrid for my exits, as you can see, right? I have a hybrid. It's dynamic. It doesn't have to be. I know mine. You need to come up with yours. And the reason I know mine is because I understand, you know, how the market breathes. I'm not afraid to take the risk, to take the loss. You know why? Because if I took the loss on yellow here, all that did was tell me exactly what I needed to know. Which is what I always tell you guys. I always tell you that it's okay to take the loss because now we know exactly what needs to happen. Remember, the stock market, hold on, let me focus. The stock market is a set of if-then statements. That's how we should trade. If this happens, then I do this. We have to trade like that, right? No emotion. That's why when listen, I told you, I got stopped out. I took the loss, and I told you exactly where I took the loss. When I took the loss, I told you exactly when, and I didn't worry. I wasn't worried because I've taken so much time and effort, and literally I've done math to figure this stuff out, to make sure that the odds are in our favor. That's what I will say. I don't want to make bold statements like 100% guaranteed, nothing like that, because you know, I wouldn't say something. Look at the money we're printing right now. Look, I'm telling you my strategy as it's happening. I'm telling you exactly where my stops are, where my entries are. Look at the money we just printed. Amazing day. Little rough in the morning, little rough, amazing day. Look, we're still below the water. Legs haven't closed yet, right? You starting to understand now? You starting to see what I'm talking about? We can't let one or two opposite candles scare us out. That's just not how it works. You know, I took some profit here on key level, and then I let the runners run. And now I'm gonna move it down to right above key level. My second tranche. I have one more tranche after this. Look at the money we just printed. Send me an email if you're on YouTube. Why would you sit here day trading, you know, by yourself when you have a resource showing you proven results? LiveSPYTrading at G. Look at the money we have printed. I don't even know what to say anymore. Yeah, that loss we took. What loss? What loss? We win the war. We win the war. Oh man, look at this. Oh, okay, OG, thank you very much. 3K, thank you for highlighting this. If you're not on Discord, you don't know about my Red Ranger. My Red Ranger is here on the 5-minute chart. The 5-minute chart is what we guide off of. Look at the win off the 5-minute chart. Look at the win off the shoulder, off the head and shoulder, off the blue, off the green. Come on now. Thank you, 3K. Thank you, 3K OG. Look at this money. Listen, if you're not on in the Discord, you don't have access to my 5-minute chart. I have a 1-minute, a 5-minute, and a 30-minute chart. The 5-minute chart, all the Discord members have access to. Look, we already knew what was gonna happen way before it happened. Way before. Come on now, look at the money we just printed. We're still printing. We're still printing. And we're only going to get these results if we stay consistent. If we show up to work and we trade our strategy the way we're supposed to. This is the only way this is going to happen. You see me doing it every day. I'm with you. We're together in this. I need you to succeed. This isn't a money grab for me. This is me giving back. Look at the money we have printed. Now I'm gonna start moving my look at the money. Now I'm gonna start moving my runners. This is how you make this sustainable. This is how you're seeing it right in front of your face. You're seeing it. I'm not making this up. Oh my goodness. But we're here because we showed up to work. We showed up to work. That's why we're here right now. Don't overstay your welcome. All right, wherever my dotted line is right now is where my second tranche is. So if I... Hold on, let me focus. I'm here, I'm just focusing. Give me a second. I'll be right back. Look at the money we have printed today. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Let go. Let's go. Still in purple. Look, we're still in purple. Still in purple. There's no reason to leave the trade. We're still in the guardrail. Come on now. And you know what's crazy? There's still going to be people on YouTube refuse to send the email. Insane. Listen, if you're not on Discord, this is my 5-minute chart. I've had this head and shoulders put up, I don't even know how long. At least an hour. At least over an hour. This has been up here. If you don't have Discord, you don't have access to these charts. Look at the money we... And this is why we do it. For days like today. It's simply amazing. Look at the money. I'm probably gonna take out my second tranche right here. I'm gonna let my second tranche of contracts, if it goes above this line right here, I'm gonna get stopped out. Look at the money we are printing right now. Oh my goodness. There it is. There it is. Send me an email, LiveSPYTrading@gmail.com. I'll get you sorted out. Look at the money. All the way from green. 73. Look at the money we just printed. Oh, wow. Wow, 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 wow. Alright, I'm probably gonna move my stop underneath the red now. Right underneath red. Maybe right on red. Maybe I'll go right above red, right above red. I'll go right above red. I'm gonna give this a couple minutes because I think it's gonna be a break retest underneath here. Hopefully it just goes and I don't have to do anything. That just took me out. This just took me out of it. Oh my goodness. This candle just took me out. I didn't. Okay. I messed up a little bit. I messed up a little bit. I was a little too tight. A little too tight with the stop. I messed up. And I stopped myself out all the way. So I have no more contracts. I'm out of the play now. But this was a great move, right? And I went heavy, 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 heavy. Oh man, today was a good day. Today was a very good day. Okay, good. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Discord's happy. I like it. Oh, come on. See, now look what it did. I knew I messed up, man. I knew I messed up. First of all, it didn't break purple. Man, I messed up. That was my fault. That was my fault. I messed up. Maybe, we'll see. We'll see. Let's recap this really quick. If you wanted to break and retest, here's a break, retest, reject of this blue. So we had either green, blue. Look at it. Look at it. Look. Oh my God. Let me focus here. Hold on. I'll be right back. Let me focus. Hold on. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Oh. Okay, I gotta chase it. I gotta chase it. Hold on. I'm here. I'm just paying it. I'm focusing. I'm here. I'm just gonna be quiet for a little bit. Give me a second. Okay, I did one single contract. I'm gonna see if I can survive the bull cycle. Okay. Okay. This one contract I'm going to donate to science. Let's see what happens. But while this is playing out, I'm going to recap for YouTube what our plays today. Early this morning, we had a break and retest of 73.72. It was kind of like this early this morning. Short-lived play just to get something on the board. And then we got chopped up here on this yellow. And then we had our entry for puts was on green. So I personally did not take this trade here, but this was one of the call outs. To be honest, this was another one on the break of this yellow that was short-lived. It was hard to get anything out of that. And then our big winner for the day was on this green, which is highlighted with a 3, confidence level 3. So if you're on YouTube and you're trying to trade, you don't have to do it by yourself. Send me an email, LiveSPYTrading@gmail.com. Okay, I'm gonna walk around, I'm gonna circulate some blood, and I'll be right back. So look, we broke this liquidity level. Let's see if we retest and reject the liquidity level. So I'll be right back, don't overtrade. I mean, honestly, if you're in the Discord and if you took this green, we should probably be done for the day. There's no reason to sit here and risk the money. I mean, I hope you're done for the day. But I know some of you just like to try to get every single copper penny out of the market, so. Okay, I'll be right back. I gotta go. I gotta stretch my legs. I'll be right back. Who thought I was crazy for buying a put at the bottom? Who thought I was crazy? I told you I'm buying a put and I'm going to let it ride out. I'm going to let this bear cycle or let this weak bull cycle play out. Didn't I tell you that? Profit. I would never recommend you buying a put at the bottom like me. I told you I'm doing it for science. Easy money. You'll get there. Don't worry. It takes time. This takes time. This takes time. I told you. This is for science. Thank you, science. I think DC just called me a monkey. Pretty sure DC just called me a monkey. I'd like one more big drop. Just one more big drop would be nice. Oh man, they're gonna try to push it up right now. Don't do that. One more drop, and I'll be good. There it is. Look at the money we're printing right now. Look at the money we printed. And look, still in purple. Still in purple. Amazing. How all the look at the money we just printed. There it is. I told you over here. I'm buying a put and I'm holding. I don't care. I'm donating it to science. The only reason I won this trade was because I had no fear of the retracement. I had absolutely no fear. And matter of fact, I literally said, you want to look for a break, a retest, and a reject of the liquidity box. I literally just said it. There's the money. I said it before it happened. If you didn't take the trade, there's nothing I can do about it. Actually, we still should have been in this one because we never broke purple. We never broke purple, so we still should have been in this one. But I think one of these candles stopped me out because I had my stop on red. Look at the money we just printed. Look, single contract, easy. For science. Just to show you, you have to embrace the retrace. Embrace it. You see what I'm saying? You're allowing the fear of one opposite candle to ruin your whole plan, right? One candle is gonna ruin your whole plan? That doesn't make sense. How can that be? How can that be? Don't kick yourself. We do this every day. Look at the money. Look at the money. I told you exactly what was gonna happen. I said I'm holding through this bear cycle or through this weak bull cycle. I told you what was gonna happen. No matter what, I knew. The only reason I won is because I didn't have the fear. The fear is what stops us from winning, to be honest. If you think about it, we have a 50-50 shot. The market's going up or down, right? So how is it possible to be wrong more than 50% of the time? Mathematically, it's impossible. If you are, it's because you keep stopping yourself out when you're at a loss. So in order to not do that, just stop doing that. Look at the money we printed. Single contract right here. Just a little single contract just to get the Discord going, get the YouTube going, to show everybody like this is live, right? I'm telling you what I'm doing. I'm telling you when I'm taking a loss. Look at them. Oh, jeez. Kind of wish I went heavier now, but it's fine. It's fine. Look at the money we're printing. I don't have to. I don't have to worry. Stress-free. Stress-free trading. I don't even know what to do. Look at the money. Go ahead. Let's hit key level. Let's hit key level. And let's see if we get the bounce here. All right. I'm probably gonna. I'm gonna move my stop. Oh man, is it gonna keep going? This would be great if it keeps going. Oh, I'm mad I only did one contract now. Look at the money we just printed. Look at the money. Oh man, only one contract? Come on now. Come on now. Oh boy. Oh my goodness. Okay, that took me out. That was a good trade, right? So we're gonna go through it again. It was this candle here, 1122 candle, and I got in. It pretty much filled me at the very bottom, or probably in the body, on the candle body. And I held, and winner. Pretty simple. All right, so let's see if we get above this red now to make this one the call. I'm gonna see if this one's gonna be the red now. Oh man, see, this candle stopped me out. But I decided to take my profit on key level, which was the 5. So I'm not even upset about it, because I only had one contract, so I didn't have any runners anyway. So I needed to take my profit. I got all of that. I didn't even expect it to get all the way to the 5, so I got all of it. I'm not upset with it. Now, for any more puts, I'm going to look for a break, retest, reject of the 5. We have to get underneath this red. Something like that. Minimum, at minimum. You know, we like deeper structure than this actually, but it needs to look something like this. Okay, let's do a quick recap. This is our 5-minute chart. 5-minute chart had our first entry at around the 1050 mark. Our first entry was on the break of blue or the break of green, whichever one. Actually, we could have gone at this shoulder right here with this wick at 73.55. We had another entry on purple, another entry on this. Actually, this is another entry on purple here, which I have it circled with an arrow, and it says puts, and it has the level of 69.39, and then from 69.39, look at the win. So this is your safety. If you're in Discord, you'd see the safety here. You'd see the safety here with the highlighted purple. And then we can get some confirmations up here. So the reason I'm telling you that is because you don't have to sit there and trade by yourself. It's free to try. Send me an email, LiveSPYTrading@gmail.com. Here, look, they're gonna form liquidity here. We know we're at the 5. They're gonna form liquidity. So now we need to see who's gonna win. Okay, watch this. Let me make sure everyone's paying attention really quick. All right, watch this. So on a much larger scale, you know, maybe the 30-minute chart or a 1-hour chart, this is actually the lick box here. This is actually the lick box, which means is that now, because this is the lick box, we have all of the, here, watch, let me show you. I'm gonna have to shrink it a bit. So now we have all of this runway for a flexion, okay? So if it wants to head down and I'm not here, you want to look for the microstructure inside of the lick box. However, look, you're at the 5. You know all the liquidity is right here. And it could easily rubber band in one direction or the other. Okay, so allow for deep structure if you want to go for puts or calls. Allow for deep structure for either one. Let's see what we got here. Hold on. Okay, well, we broke the green, so that happened all of a sudden. You know what? Still inside purple. Look at purple. We're still inside purple. Okay, this purple has all the liquidity here. All right, here's your break, retest, and reject of the 5. It didn't look pretty, but that's what it is. That's what it is. Look, this break of green here, that was tough to catch. If you're able to catch it, you better chase this. This was really tough to catch on this break of green. You have to chase it. And then look, next key level is 61.55, so don't overstay your welcome. Okay, quick recap, just so the YouTube watchers aren't bored out of their mind. We're gonna recap the plays for today. Earlier this morning we had a quick base hit for a break and retest of 73.56. I think we got chopped up on this yellow right here. Me personally, I took a loss on this yellow right here, small loss, nothing too crazy. And then we went in on the green right here, and this was our big winner. This was, look at the money. This is our big winner here. Look at the money that just got printed, and it stayed inside purple. Okay, I think I'm gonna call it here for today. We had a pretty good day. I'm gonna do some admin and then I'm gonna call it. So give me a few minutes and then we'll wrap it up here. Okay, Discord. I think I'm gonna call it here. We had a really good day. We had an amazing day. One last recap. A quick call off the break retest of 73.72. We had I took a small loss on the break of this yellow right here. And then we had our big winner on the break of this green. We were able to capitalize, I believe, all the way until red, or a little bit underneath red, and then we got stopped out. So this was our big win for the day. You can't ask for more than that. We had a pretty good session. So for Discord, if you're gonna sit here and keep trading, you need to look for this. Oh man, or continuation. Hold on. For any upside, I mean, I would probably feel more comfortable with above green. So let's look for above green for any calls. Okay, I'll highlight it. We might be running out of steam on these puts. We'll find out. Anyways, YouTube, that's been my time. If you're interested in learning how to trade with us, send me an email, LiveSPYTrading@gmail.com. I'll get you sorted out. We do this every day. I'm offering free sessions. No risk involved. You can get a session to see if you're a good fit. Send me an email and we'll get you sorted out. Discord, if you have any questions, send me a DM. Otherwise, I love you all. Goodbye.